Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to provide a little technical analysis on the stock market in general. And we're going to go over a couple of the stocks that we cover on the channel, just to kind of take you into the weekend. I will be on vacation next week, so don't expect any type of videos from me next week. But I'm going to leave you with one today. So let's redraw this fib level here. If I can get it correctly. There it is. Okay, so this is a 4-hour time frame. We're actually on the ES futures, which is the S&P futures, and I've had a little pullback today, which is pretty typical. I mean, we've been up, pretty much all week, so it's actually healthy to kind of have a little bit of pullback and little cool-off period, as it is in any type of index or stock or things like that. So on the 4-hour, we aren't crossing over per se, but we are going lower. I do think we probably finished today a little lower than where we are currently. As I'll show you here in a little bit, it's tried to pop its head up above VWAP several times and just cannot get there. So this being actually the one that it's gotten closest to, it's got right to VWAP and then got shut down. So every time we get closer and closer and closer, we just keep getting pushed down. So making for some decent short opportunities for those of you who are trading futures. So that's a whole different ball game. As you can see here, we're about to sell off a little bit more in the next minute or so. All right, so let's take a look at the S&P 500, SPX. So high of 63.1561, and let's see if my chart will update. There we go. Got to redraw this too because we did bust through all-time highs again this week. So 48.3504. 63.1561. Okay, we are at the overbought, right underneath the overbought territory for the S&P 500. Do I think we can go a little bit lower? Yeah, absolutely. But again, nothing more than just a pullback right here, and in my opinion. And so, I mean, even if we had like a big leg down, all the way down to like 61, 61, 65, 16, where this line would hit here. We're still longer term in an uptrend. Okay, so just keep that in mind. If you do see some type of pullback, in my opinion, you're able to use it as a buying opportunity for, for some of the stocks that you're looking to get into. And so, anywho, I think that's something to kind of keep in mind. Kind of taking a look at that. Speaking of pullback, let's take a look at NVDA, and it's somewhat pulling back. It hit 174.53. We're at 172.37.5, and I bought some more yesterday. I believe I went ahead and I'm up in this one a good amount, but I just went ahead and threw some more money into it because I think that this is a easy. I say easy. It's going to go to 200 and beyond. Probably, in my opinion, I think it's a $300 stock for sure. That's where I might consider taking some money off the table, but not 100% sure. Okay, Tesla, interesting opportunity here for Tesla. As you see, it starts to recover, and you look at the golden cross indicators here. This blue line here. Once the candles kind of update and the time frame updates, they should be smack dab right next to each other. If it hits above. If it gets to like closer to the 340 area, then that's going to confirm that we do have a golden cross potential breakout. However, I'm going to recommend you err on the side of caution here because look what's next week on the 23rd. That is earnings for Tesla, and that's after market close. So if you continue to see Tesla running up prior to earnings, don't be afraid to take some profit off the table on whatever you own, as far as if you own Tesla or if you own the TSLA ETF, that, like I do here. I own both actually, but probably didn't make sense to own both, but I do. So this is the same thing. It's about to cross over back to the golden cross. This needs to get above 372 and hold in order for us to confirm that we do have a breakout indeed for this ETF to continue moving up and actually retesting some levels here. But overall, decent little recovery. But again, just err on the side of caution here with earnings coming up. You just never know how they're going to come out. And really, it's not even the earnings per se. It's the guidance portion that's really going to spook the investors. If anything, what I mean by that is when they go through the numbers, if they have a beat, awesome. The stock usually starts to come down when Elon starts talking, okay? Just like whenever he gets on Twitter, that's typically when the stock starts to come down. So just kind of keep that in mind on what he says on that earnings call is going to influence the stock in a positive or negative way. And historically, it's been negative, and eventually you'll find a bottom and recover, and it's kind of a never-ending story with Tesla. But it would be nice if we can find some type of bottom and just continue to start moving up higher. Amazon at about 225. We're finding some support at that 222 level. Your next leg up is 242. If you bust through there, then that's a little ways to go, right? You got quite a little gap there in order to get there, but I think overall we should. If we can get past that, you probably start eyeing 250 at that next level. If we break below 222, you're looking at about 210 to potentially get in there and start a position average down or take a swing play. For ZNOG, let me take a look at SSL here. And this one here, I actually opened up a swing position on it. And yeah, it looked like we were actually crossing over from bearish to bullish on the 4 hour. Got a nice candle up to 507. We'll have to see how we close out today. If we push a little bit higher, I may take some profits because this is just not as aggressive as I would like it to be. I thought we were going to actually bust through and come through into the fives, like 550 or something like that. So may end up actually taking some profits. It's actually looking more like a bull flag on the 4 hour in my opinion. So I think we could come down a little bit further, or we could fall down and bump and go up. I don't know. So we'll have to kind of wait and see how it plays out today on as far as if I take profit or if I hold it over the weekend. And ZNOG, this is an interesting one here. We bounced off of 1794 again, so once, twice, and now we're recovering, and we're getting pretty close to crossing over from bearish to bullish on the 184 hour time frame. Your levels are still the same, guys, so 21.5 cents is that number we have to get to and stay above. It would kind of be crappy if they go silent for months, we look above here and we get rejected twice, because I think that would potentially cause us to come down and bust through that 18 cent mark and sell off further. But we'll see what happens. So if we get above that 21.5, just you're hoping that it's holding, okay, and that we're finding some support to go to the next leg up, which is about 27. You get past that, then you're looking at, well, we'll have to kind of just address it at that time, but we'll see what happens from there. So anyway, have a great weekend. Let me know your thoughts below. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.